Hello, everyone, and I'm so excited to have you here for the very first time, our very first Photoshop tutorial. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've tried to check into Photoshop a little bit, but you now finally want to learn everything, you're in the right place. We are going to dive into the absolute fundamentals, starting right from the beginning. Yes, the goal is to get to dive into this program and to know it so much better so that you as a creator, a content creator, a TikTok and whatsoever, you can get to do all this by yourself. Yes, so it helps you get confident in editing your own videos, your own photos, and so much more. So this is sponsored by the Bassajja Karim Foundation, and each of these tutorials are free of charge. You just have to check out our YouTube page and subscribe to keep you posted on what's going on. Yes, so get to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and keep yourself updated. Yeah, so without any further saying, let's dive into the working and yes, let's work this out. So here's a simple breakdown of the most essential Photoshop tools and their primary functions categorized by what they do. We are going to be talking about the selection tools in this first part, the cropping and viewing tools, and then we shall see what to work on further. So this is the move tool, can help you rotate or move your image and place it where you want it to be. You could want it to be here. You want it to be here or somewhere here, depending on what you're designing. But I would like it to be there for the purpose of what we are working on. Then the market tool that will help you create basic geometry selections. Let's say you would want to select this rectangle. You basically do this and select it out like this. Yes, so that's what it basically does. Then I'm going to be taking you so fast through this. I hope you could rewatch the video in case you're not following up. In case you're not. So we go to the lasso tool. This creates freehand selections. Let's say the shape you're working on is a little bit complex and if you want to use a freehand selection, this is what you basically do. Just that, and you have your selection. it very below. There are some other tools. There is this polygonal lasso tool, magnetic lasso tool, and then the lasso tool itself. Depending on what you're working on, you can hit off what fits for the project that you're working on. And we can now go to the quick selection tool. We are going to be selecting this can either automatically detect and select the edges of what you're trying to pick out. It's literally your magical hand. It selects areas of similar color, tone, with just a single click. But then, if you don't want to use it automatically, then you can do it manually. Can simply do this. Select, let's see, select this. Yes, so you would want to select that person depending on what you're working on, and that's how you get select the image. So you can select it and move it where you want it to go. Yes, so if you're trying to use it automatically, you press this and it would select the subjects for you. You would just move them to where you want to use them. So let's go to the object selection tool. Let's say you wanted to select this object. This is how you do it. Just like that, it's selected and it's what you have remaining with the full image. So again, depending on what you're working on, you might want only that out of the full image. It's literally like a crop tool out here, but subject selection tool, that's what we call it in Photoshop. So you better get used to the new title, the different type. So the frame tool. I'll get to the frame tool later on. In the meantime, we're going to work on the turn tool. Can help you move the whole layer around and place it where you want it to be. It doesn't select a particular item. It allows you to move around within your image when you are zoomed in or maybe zoom it out. So you might want to work on something a little bit closer. So you zoom in and use your hand tool. Place this in the middle. Place it, please. And maybe add something that you would do I want to really deselect. So that's basically what the hand tool will do. So let's zoom out a little bit. So our brush tool. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with that Adobe Animate. But if you're familiar with that Adobe Animate, then you know much more about the brush tool and what it does. But then for our beginners, this is the primary tool for painting, controlling customizable brushes. As you can see them just here, you can select any brush design that you want. So you can pick this and just use it like this, depending on the color you want. The yellow brush to appear, it could be yellow, it could be green, it could be black. So there are a number of brush designs that you can pick from. And check. Yes, so this is what the brush tool basically does. Yeah. Then we can go to our eraser tool. In case you have anything, let's say you just did this and you didn't like it and you want to erase it, you pick your eraser tool, just press it. All these tools are pretty put in the left-hand corner for easy visibility and accessibility. So you can simply select this out, come here and do this, depending on what you want. Or you could actually want to erase something from your image. You get your move your image a little bit closer and then zoom in, pick your eraser tool, then maybe erase this. So that's how the eraser tool works. It permanently deletes the pixels on the layer. So what you delete, you shouldn't expect to get back. That's permanently deleted from this area. Yeah, so what you'll see is nothing because it deleted everything. I hope that makes sense. So let's zoom out again. So we have a spot healing tool. This basically removes the small imperfections like dust spots or blemishes by automatically sampling the pixels from the surrounding areas. Let's try to do this. So zoom in little bit for clarity. And so here is this spot here and brush. Just like that. So you come here and try to make this somewhat nice. Trying to make a small imperfection. So the image that I'm using currently has been edited, and I don't think you'll find any imperfections. Now let's try to move the tool around so that you can get to see what it does exactly. So I think you can see there is a change that's being created here. As we try to use it, it's removing a certain color from the background. Try and keep the lake in the background and the ocean in the background. So it's removing these imperfections, so these different colors to try and make it uniform. Yes, so that's what the spot healing brush tool will do for you. So if you're trying to edit, let's say, photo and you want clear pixels, you will definitely use this. You're trying to remove the pimples, the blackheads, and whatnot from the image that you're working on. This is what the spot healing tool will help you. To zoom out a little bit. So a clone stamp tool. This copies a sample part of image over another area. Yeah, it's useful for duplicating objects and removing the large objects seamlessly. Though we can't use it in this image because it has this image has been worked on already, so we can't use the clone. But then you should follow up in more videos that are going to be on our YouTube page. Kindly subscribe if you hope to stay posted about what's going on. So we'll definitely be able to use that as well in more complex animated images. So let's bring out our type tool. Let's make a simple design here. So this is our text tool. This creates the edit text. Let's say you're trying to design a poster or something of the sort. You will definitely learn how to use the type tool. Let's say this was something we're working on. I definitely get to this. You can choose any fonts that you wish from here. So let's say we are working on Maria's media. So let's definitely type here. choose the color from here that we would use our text image to be. It could be yellow, could be blue, red, or anything. So I'm choosing red, or maybe sky blue. And yeah, that's it. So we will add our dates. Let's say the cylinder, contributing functionality. Anyway, that's the tracker case. So this is how you reduce the size of the text that you're working on. So that it gets to fit your work very well. Yes, so that's how the text tool will work. And then finally I'd like to show you about the shape tool and how it works. So let's say you want to give this a background shape. You want to use maybe, there are different tools. There is a rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, the triangle tool, polygon, line, and then the custom shape tool. But in this case, we shall be using, let's use two types of tools, the line tool and then the rectangle tool. This is how the line tool will look like. Yes, let's say if you're trying to underline a few things here and there, you definitely want that. Or you pick up the rectangle tool. Sure, and rectangle, yes, here. Choose the color that you want it to be. Let's say that might be orange. Depending on what you're working on, I'm going to remove the stroke because I don't want it to be having multiple colors, so easily to be duped. Yeah, and that's it. So these are the two different tools. So you can put anything of your choice in this rectangle tool, depending on the type of design that you're working on. Yes, so here is how it will come off. Here I would add something small and clear, simple and small. Something and junky. To make your design come out. This something like this. Anything of any sort. I'm not designing anything in particular at the moment. So that's it, and thank you for being part of this the first tutorial. We shall keep on talking about. There is a lot of tools that we've just talked about. There is a pen tool. There is a lot of tools. There is the fill tool, the eyedropper tool that will help you select the colors that you want. Let's say you're working on the color that you're not so sure about, and you want it to be specific. You want to. So that's the eyedropper tool. There are so many tools that we shall be talking about. We shall be further talking about some of these as we are working on some of this work. So yes, that's it for today, and thank you. So that's it for today, and I hope you've got something to learn from this. That will be of great importance. So you've successfully navigated the tools that you're supposed to use in Photoshop, and the best way to solidify this is through practice. You have to practice whatever we've been teaching through this session. If you found it helpful, you can like, share, and comment where you would want to learn more or understand. So thank you. Don't forget to practice, because that's the most important part of all this. You have to practice whatever you've learned. Yes. All right. Catch you in the next episode.